Hello and namaste. Welcome to the blog. Every day, thousands of Nepalese, after passing their higher secondary education 10 plus 2, they think about whether to study in Nepal or study in abroad, or like working in Nepal or going abroad for employment. So this is the reality of the society in Nepal. So back in 2008, I had a similar situation where I was thinking to what to do with my career. So I have thought about these things and written that into my book, Level Up. It's in chapter 2. It's about getting ready. So in this podcast, what I did is I put my level chapter 2 getting ready chapter and let the AI discuss about this topic. So I heard the discussions. It's a very interesting topic, so I hope it will be help to someone who is listening to this podcast. So let's listen to this podcast, and I hope you will have a good takeaway from this podcast series, and let's enjoy this podcast.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're going to be taking a look at some personal reflections that you've shared with us about education and career choices.
Yes.
And specifically the idea of working or studying abroad.
Right.
And we're going to be focusing on the journey from Nepal.
Okay.
So we've got these excerpts from your personal document. Mm-hmm. And it's incredible how many practical insights you've packed into this.
Yeah.
It's really like a roadmap for anyone considering similar paths.
It is.
With a special emphasis on something that I'm really excited to dig into, and that's vocational training.
Yeah, and it's fascinating how much this resonates with so many people's experiences.
Oh, absolutely. So let's dive right in.
Okay.
You start with a family discussion after finishing higher secondary education.
Right.
About this dream of studying abroad.
Yeah.
But also facing those financial realities.
Of course.
And this is something that so many people grapple with, right?
Absolutely.
Balancing those big aspirations with the practical side of things.
Yeah, and even more so back in 2009.
Oh, wow.
When this was all happening, when access to information wasn't as readily available.
Okay.
Social media wasn't.
Like it is today.
The resource that it is today.
Right.
So making research much more challenging.
I can't even imagine navigating those decisions without the wealth of information that we have at our fingertips now.
It's true.
But even with all the resources we have today, you really hit on a crucial point in this document.
Okay.
And that is the importance of a clear financial assessment.
Yes.
Because it's not just about tuition fees.
Right.
Living expenses play a huge role, especially when studying abroad.
You've got it. And you were very clear about the misconception that part-time jobs can fully fund studies abroad.
Yeah.
You actually wrote, and I quote, "Students have to make a clear financial assessment to fund their studies because it is not possible to pay college fees by working part-time jobs in a foreign country."
That's a reality check that a lot of people need to hear.
It is.
So when it comes to choosing the right path, you mentioned how certain courses are more advantageous in certain countries. So I'm curious, if I want to be a fashion designer, does that mean I should book a flight to Milan instead of, say, Reykjavik?
Well, there's definitely something to be said for specializing, for aligning your aspirations with the environment that best nurtures them.
Right.
Certain countries or institutions become hubs for specific fields, offering unique opportunities or better recognition within the industry. But here's where it gets interesting. You also highlight the fact that Nepal itself offers excellent colleges. Some even with foreign accreditation.
Wait, foreign accreditations?
Yeah.
What exactly does that mean for someone considering staying in Nepal for their studies?
Essentially, it means those Nepalese degrees hold the same weight and recognition as degrees earned abroad.
Oh, wow.
Opening up a wider range of opportunities.
So it's not just about location, but the quality and recognition of the education itself.
Exactly.
But here's where your story takes a turn that I found super intriguing. You place a huge emphasis on vocational training.
Yes.
Something that often gets overshadowed by the traditional academic route.
That's something I'm very passionate about.
Yeah.
Vocational skills are often overlooked.
Okay.
But they can lead to incredibly high demand well-paying jobs,
Right.
both within Nepal and internationally.
Yeah.
There's this misconception that it's somehow less than a traditional degree.
Right.
But in reality, it can be a direct path to a successful and fulfilling career.
You're right. And you even shared an anecdote about Nepalese workers going abroad without the necessary job knowledge
Yes.
and facing real challenges
Yeah, it did.
because they lacked specific practical skills.
It highlights the difference preparation makes.
Wow.
It's like setting out on a hike with a map and a compass
Oh, yeah.
versus wandering aimlessly.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
So what are some specific examples of vocational skills that are in high demand, both in Nepal and abroad?
Well, think about the trades,
Right.
plumbing, electrical work.
Carpentry. Right.
These are skills that are needed everywhere, regardless of location.
That makes sense.
And in Nepal, there's a growing demand for skilled technicians in various industries.
Okay.
You even mentioned Chinese and Indian nationals filling these roles on high-paying projects in Nepal.
Right.
Imagine the potential for skilled Nepalese workers to fill those positions.
That's a powerful point.
It is.
It's not just about individual success, but about contributing to the economic growth of Nepal as a whole.
Exactly. Studies show that countries with robust vocational programs see a significant reduction in youth unemployment and an increase in skilled labor, which directly benefits the economy.
Okay, this is blowing my mind. I'm starting to see vocational training in a whole new light.
Good.
But what about those who are academically inclined? Is there a place for traditional degrees in this conversation?
Absolutely. It's not an either situation. It's about understanding your interests,
Right.
your learning style,
Okay.
your financial situation, and making the choice that aligns best with your personal goals.
Right.
We haven't even scratched the surface of all the nuances and possibilities yet.
Oh, wow.
There's so much more to explore.
You've definitely piqued my curiosity.
Yeah.
This is shaping up to be a fascinating deep dive.
It really is. And the insights you've shared in your personal reflections are going to resonate with so many people out there facing similar decisions. I can't wait to unpack it all.
Well, buckle up, listeners. This is just the beginning. We're going to be back after a short break to dive even deeper into the world of vocational training.
Yes.
And explore how it can empower individuals and transform communities.
Can't wait.
Stay with us. So we're back and ready to keep exploring this whole idea of vocational training.
Yeah.
You know, before the break, we were talking about its potential impact.
Right.
But I'm curious to hear more about the specific advantages. What really sets it apart from that traditional academic path?
Well, one of the key advantages that you highlighted in your personal reflection is the freedom that vocational training offers.
Okay.
It allows individuals to pursue a career path that they're genuinely passionate about.
Okay.
Rather than settling for something
Right.
out of necessity
Yeah.
or societal pressure. It's about aligning your skills and interests
Right.
with your career aspirations.
That really resonates with me. It's like the difference between simply having a job
Right.
and truly having a vocation.
It is.
But you also talked about how vocational education can be a game changer for a country's economy.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Absolutely. By investing in vocational training and developing a skilled workforce locally,
Okay.
countries like Nepal can reduce their reliance on foreign technicians.
Okay.
This not only saves money, but also creates more job opportunities within the country.
It's like a ripple effect, right? Empowering individuals while strengthening the entire economy.
Precisely. And you provided a very striking example in your reflection. The presence of Chinese and Indian nationals working on high-paying projects in Nepal.
Right.
This highlights the potential for skilled Nepalese workers
Yeah.
to fill those roles if they have the right training.
I remember you mentioning that vocational training programs
Yes.
are designed to bridge the gap between the skills employers need
Right.
and the skills workers possess.
Exactly.
How do they achieve that?
Vocational programs focus on practical, hands-on training
Okay.
that equips students with marketable skills. They need to hit the ground running.
Yeah.
They often collaborate with industries
Okay.
to ensure that their curriculum is aligned with current demands,
Right.
making graduates highly sought after
Right.
by employers.
That's a smart approach.
Yeah,
It ensures that the training is relevant
it is.
and leads to real employment opportunities.
Yes.
I was also struck by your point about how vocational training can benefit not just school leavers,
Right.
but also school dropouts
Yeah.
and adults looking to enhance their skills or change careers.
It's never too late.
It's never too late, exactly. It's a pathway to empowerment and economic independence.
Yes.
For people from all walks of life.
It is.
It offers a second chance for those who may not have thrived in a traditional academic setting.
Right.
And provides opportunities for continuous learning and upskilling throughout one's career.
Exactly.
So we've talked about the individual benefits.
Yes.
And the economic advantages. But are there any fields where a traditional academic degree is still essential? Are there any limitations?
Yeah, that's a great question.
To what vocational training can offer?
While vocational training provides a direct route to many in-demand professions, certain fields like medicine law or advanced scientific research still require a more traditional academic path.
So it's not about one being superior to the other, but rather about understanding which path aligns best with your career goals.
Yeah.
So it's all about choosing the right tool for the job.
It is.
But with so many options available, how does someone go about making the right choice for themselves?
It all comes back to that key point you emphasized earlier. Self-awareness, understanding your strengths, interests, learning style, and financial situation is crucial. And as you wisely pointed out, seeking guidance from those who have already walked a similar path or from experienced educational consultants can be incredibly valuable.
You've given us a lot to think about.
I hope so.
It's clear that vocational training offers a powerful alternative to traditional academic routes, with the potential to benefit both individuals and the economy.
It does.
But I'm curious, what are some common misconceptions that people have about vocational training?
One of the biggest misconceptions is that it's a backup plan. Or a less prestigious option compared to a university degree. This simply isn't true. Vocational training provides a direct path to fulfilling and well-paid careers. Another misconception is that it's only for those who aren't academically inclined. In reality, vocational training can be a great choice for anyone who enjoys hands-on learning, wants to gain practical skills, and is eager to enter the workforce quickly.
It seems like breaking down those misconceptions is key to helping people make informed decisions.
I think so.
You know, listening to you speak about vocational training with such passion, it makes me wonder about your own journey. Did you ever consider a vocational path?
You know, I actually did.
Oh, wow.
Before pursuing my academic career, I seriously considered becoming a chef.
Oh, wow.
I've always loved cooking and the creativity it allows, but ultimately my thirst for knowledge and research led me down the academic path. However, I've never lost my appreciation for the value of hands-on skills and the satisfaction that comes from creating something tangible.
That's fascinating. I love how your story shows that there's no single right path.
There isn't.
It's about exploring different options, embracing your passions, and finding the journey that aligns best with your individual goals.
Absolutely. And it's never too late to pivot or change direction if your interests evolve or circumstances change.
Yeah. It sounds like you've learned a lot from observing diverse career paths.
I have.
Educational choices.
Yes.
What's the most important advice that you would give to someone at a crossroads trying to decide between an academic route and a vocational path?
I would say don't limit yourself to what you think you should do. Instead, explore what truly excites you. What sparks your curiosity and what aligns with your values. Research different options. Talk to people in various fields.
And don't be afraid to think outside the box.
That's such valuable advice.
I hope so.
It's about taking ownership of your journey and choosing a path that feels authentic to you.
It is.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. I feel like we've covered so much ground today. From that initial dream of studying abroad to the potential of vocational training right here in Nepal.
It's been quite a journey unpacking all these insights.
What strikes me most is the emphasis on self-awareness. You know, you really highlighted the importance of understanding your strengths, your interests, and even your financial situation before making any major decisions about your education and your career.
It's about taking ownership of your future and recognizing that there's no one-size-fits-all approach. What works for one person may not work for another.
Right.
It's about finding that alignment between your aspirations and the path you choose.
And that takes us back to that family discussion that you described.
Right.
The desire to study abroad was there.
Yeah, but so were the financial constraints.
Of course.
It's a story so many people can relate to.
Absolutely.
Weighing those big dreams against the practical realities of life.
And sometimes the journey takes unexpected turns.
Yeah.
You might start out with one goal in mind, but through exploration and self-discovery,
Right.
you find a different path that's even more fulfilling.
You even touched on how the world has changed since 2009.
Oh, yeah.
With social media.
Right.
And easier access to information.
Absolutely.
We have more resources available than ever before.
We do.
But that also means that we need to be more discerning about the information that we consume.
Right.
And the advice that we seek.
It's about filtering through the noise and finding sources you can trust, whether it's mentors, educational consultants, or even online resources. It's crucial to surround yourself with people and information that can guide you toward making informed decisions.
As we wrap up this deep dive,
Yes.
I keep coming back to one question.
Okay.
What if the dream job isn't about the title or the prestige, but about the impact you make?
Yeah.
And the skills that you master along the way?
That's a profound thought.
Yeah.
It shifts the focus from external validation through internal fulfillment.
Right.
It's about finding joy in the process of learning, growing, and using your skills to make a positive contribution to the world around you.
And maybe that's the ultimate takeaway from this whole deep dive.
Yeah.
It's not just about reaching a destination, but about embracing the entire journey.
It is.
It's about those moments of self-discovery, the challenges that you overcome, and the continuous pursuit of knowledge and growth.
It's about recognizing that education isn't just about acquiring degrees or certificates.
Right.
It's about equipping yourself with the knowledge, the skills, and the mindset to navigate the complexities of life, to pursue your passions, and to create a future that aligns with your values and aspirations.
Well said.
Yeah.
This has been an incredibly insightful exploration.
It has.
And I'm sure our listeners are walking away with a lot to ponder.
I hope so.
Thank you so much for joining us
You're welcome.
on this deep dive into your personal reflections.
It was my pleasure.
We hope it's inspired you to think differently about education,
Yes.
career choices, and the power of charting your own unique path.
Absolutely.
Until next time, keep exploring,
Keep exploring.
keep learning, and keep diving deep.